Hello! For today, I'm going to tackle some characteristics to become an effective elementary art teacher. So, let's start! C is for creative. Creativity is key to being an effective art teacher. We must think the best way to teach children with various talents, backgrounds, and interests in reading. H is for happy. I know teaching young learners is a tiring profession. But at the end of the day, when teachers reflect on their teaching, they are satisfied when they did their very best to teach young learners through the discipline of the visual arts. And that makes for a happy heart. A is for artist. To be an effective art teacher, you must possess a certain artistic skills in order to help your young learners acquire a higher level of proficiency in their chosen art form. R is for reflective. Having the ability to reflect daily is an important part of any job. I would say it's essential for art teachers if we want to become better and more effective. Tiffany Weiser-Chrisman, an art teacher in Augusta, Georgia, says, "Great art teachers can adapt to anything. It could be a reduced budget, learning to work with unconventional, donated materials, or being creative when a student's project doesn't work out as planned. Reflecting and considering quick modifications can turn the learning into a rewarding experience for everyone." L for love. First and foremost, great teachers must love what they teach. As Lindsay Moss, a writer for the Art of Education, states, great art teachers love kids as much as their content. Children and art have a dual place in their hearts. E is for energetic. Being an art teacher can be tiring, but we have to be energetic and on all day long. N is for nice. Being a kind teacher helps students feel they are welcome, cared for, and loved. Teaching is a humanistic profession, and compassion is the utmost feeling of understanding and showing that you are concerned about them. E is for enthusiastic. An enthusiastic teacher often spices the class with excitement, enjoyment, and anticipation. You engages students to participate and to explore. Teacher enthusiasm can lead to better art teaching. M is for manager. An effective art teacher needs to balance the long-term goals in the classroom. With effective time management skills, teachers can increase their productivity and provide a better education for their learners. A is for advocator. As an educator, you are well placed to be that person for your learners. Teachers are in a unique position to both identify and understand the individual needs of the learners in their care. With this knowledge, they can advocate for their learners and the specific needs required in order to thrive. Lastly, E is for effective. You can be an effective art teacher by being effective. Yes, be as effective as you can until you produce an artist on your own. And if you spell what I have said, it will come out Charlene May. So I, Charlene May Vitamog, telling you to keep in mind the characteristics I've said to become a better and effective art elementary teacher. Thank you!
So this is my narrative report, reflection, and documentation during the conduct of the community outreach project wherein I help elementary pupils with their modules. New mode of learning module Before I borrow some of the children which are my relatives in our neighborhood, I ask first the permission of their parents. I made it clear to help their child in answering their modules, especially their module in arts, and I assure the parents to bring home their child safely. First learner I taught is in grade 1. He is Paulo Stefano Di Garcia. So I asked him to bring with him all his modules, and then I took a look to his module. Surprisingly, none of it is answered yet, considering that tomorrow is the submission. I made sure to help him in all his modules, but the problem is he doesn't know how to write even a single word. So I asked him who is helping him in answering his module. Ni manang ko, he answered back. But all I know is his sister is also answering her module because she is in grade 7. Ngem daduma ket sursuruan nak ni mamang ko numalpas ag trabaho di balay. He added, so the problem is the learner is lack of parent attention in helping him in answering his module. I noticed that the module of grade 1 is in alternative delivery mode. So it is much better than self-learning kit. In ADM, answers are found already in the module while the SLK is not. Knowing that ADM is made from regional and SLK is from districts only, ADM is more polished than SLK. So going back, I help him, but I make sure to discuss with him where I get the answer. Mostly his modules are more on mother tongue subject. Second learner I taught is in grade 6. He is Prince Daryl R. Vite. I asked him to bring all his modules so that I can help him. But, nalpas ko aminen, pwera jay arts manang, he told me. So I told him to bring his arts module so that we can finish that already. I noticed that he doesn't need help in answering his module already. He's an intelligent learner. But what I've noticed in the module he's answering is they are going to write the names of the cartoon character pictures. I am considering the learners who doesn't know these cartoon characters because they do not have television to watch. Will they be able to answer that? That's the big question. Next learner is in grade 5. She is Eliza V. Valoroso. She already finished answering her module in art, so what I do is to see if her answer is correct. So I help her to write the correct answer in the items she is unsure. But I don't have any difficulties in helping her. Next learner is the grade 3. She is Mary Joy R. Villaluz. She already answered some parts in arts module, but some are not correct. So I help her correct her answer, and I also discuss why it is the answer. Module of grade 3 is self-learning kit. So I understand why her other answer are not correct. Some part of her module don't have discussion, so it makes her a little hard to answer. But after we answer her arts module, we answered next her Araling Panlipunan and English module. The other day, I taught 2 learners. The first one is in grade 2. She is Rexin Clays M. Vitamog. Grade 2 don't have arts module in the last batch, so she only brought her mother tongue and mathematics modules. Some parts of her module is already answered, so I scanned the parts that don't have answered yet. She is not hard to teach because her mother is hands-on in helping her in every module she had. And I must say that I don't have any difficulties in helping or assisting her module. The next hour, I taught Daniela Isa Maris M. Vitamog of a grade 4 learner. Grade 4 doesn't have arts module, so I told her to bring other subjects. So she only brought Filipino and I help her, but she already managed answering, but I am there to guide her in answering. So here are the documentations of a grade 1 learner. Grade 2 learner. Grade 3 learner. Grade 4 learner. Grade 5 learner. Grade 6 learner. This pandemic affected us so much. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected educational systems worldwide. This leads to the new mode of learning that DepEd has providing today. The young learners are the ones suffering in these trying times. They are getting used to be taught by their teachers. They have difficulties in self-learning modules of their children because some are not even finished elementary and the modules are not polished. Meaning even DepEd are not ready in this new mode of learning. The children are still so. What I've observed, ADM is much better than the self-learning kit provided to the learners. So the parents now know the sacrifices of every teacher in the teaching, especially teaching 30 heads in a classroom. They must be patient in guiding their child and must focus on the learner's education. And when face-to-face learning comes, I know learners will now know to value their teachers and to be grateful to have teachers to guide them in learning. This pandemic will end soon and education will go back to normal again.